Hey everybody, welcome to Aniki, the podcast about anime with two brothers. I'm Ben.
And I'm pretty sure the show I just watched was edited by Mino-san.
Mino-san?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm blanking on who that is.
Oh, come on. You're killing me. Nozaki-kun, his former editor who demanded tanukis in every panel.
I would believe that in a heartbeat. Absolutely. Oh my goodness. What have you been up to since last we spoke?
Let's see. I finished up Ritual of the Night.
Uh-huh. And how was it?
It was good. It was good. I mean, the plot was pointless, but I mean, the gameplay was really solid. I started Luigi's Mansion 3 with Gooigi, so now we can find out who is the true Luigi.
And have you found out yet?
I still don't know.
Oh.
And I also played Sayonara Wild Hearts.
Sayonara Wild Hearts. That sounds intriguing. I want to know more.
Yes, it's a rhythm runner on Switch, which is made out of neon and broken hearts.
Okay.
It's very good. I mean, you just have to look at a video of it.
I have clicked on a trailer for it. Let's take a look at this
Sayonara
bad
Wild
boy.
Hearts is real good.
I like it.
Yeah, it's really good. It's a lot of fun. It's very fast.
What was the first one of these games?
Oh, the first rhythm runner?
Yeah.
That's oh shoot.
I played a lot of that game.
Yeah, me too. Rhythm runner. It has a name that's basically...
Was it like Wave Rider or something?
No, it was like basically Rhythm Runner. It's like almost its name.
Was it Audio Surf?
No, I mean those were some of them. So those were some of the like really old school ones. I'm not thinking about that one, but yeah, those are really old.
Not as old as you think. It was 2008.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking of one that's more like a true rhythm runner and less of a. That's basically just a rhythm game. Rhythm runners are a little different than that.
Yep, that's definitely what I was thinking of.
Bit Trip is what I was thinking of.
Bit Trip
and Bit Trip Runner 2.
Okay, well, how would you distinguish the two then? Rhythm game versus rhythm runner.
Well, what's the best way to describe it? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, a rhythm game is more technical than a rhythm runner in a lot of regards, I would think. Usually, a rhythm game is far more abstract. It's the game itself is making sure that you follow the rhythm, pressing keys in a certain aspect or collecting things at a certain time. Where a rhythm runner, there's more of a focus on what story's a bit wrong. They're just more themed. They're less just there's more of a story to it rather than just you do the song.
I see.
Right? Like there's no story in Guitar Hero. It's just a rhythm game. You just do the thing. But a rhythm runner usually has some sort of theme or story to it.
I should have played one then and tried to figure out this je ne sais quoi that you're talking about.
I mean, it's not too hard to notice because usually it's like there's a level that you're actually beating. And the rhythm, the point of it isn't to correctly execute the song per se. It is to reach the end of the level by means of the rhythm. Well,
I'm sure you just have to play one.
I mean, or just see a trailer and get you a better idea of how it works.
Well, I just watched one. I think I get it, sort of. What else have you done?
What else have I done? That's about the long and short of it. Did I watch any anime? No, nothing outside the norms.
I haven't either, turns out.
Well, it's holiday. It starts getting busy for me.
It's been very busy here.
Yeah.
Lots and lots of
That
stuff.
happens.
Like I was racking my brain for a good 15 minutes before we started, thinking, what did I do? I guess I read some more Komi-san, so I'm caught up. And
I mean, I finally played Wingspan, and it lives up to its hype.
Is that different from Goose Game?
That's very different from Goose Game. Wingspan is a board game. I think there's a couple of gooses in it.
Oh, do they cause havoc?
No.
I mean, it's got a pretty box.
Oh, the new She-Ra came out. Been starting to watch the new season of She-Ra.
Oh, I did introduce several people to the game of mahjong.
Oh, mahjong is good. It's a good game. Reach Mahjong is the only true mahjong, of course.
Of course. I have found over the years, because I've taught lots of people, that the best way of doing this is in stages. First, you basically just play hands to completion. Just complete some hands, right? Then you bring up the yakus, because that's sort of complicated. Then you bring up Doras and stuff, and then you can probably play a proper game. Then you can bring up scoring. Then you can bring up the Umas and all that nonsense with tournament level play. And then you can bet money. And then finally you bet your own destruction.
That's true. That's usually where this leads.
Yeah, that's the proper progression of playing Mahjong.
That's really the only way to play Mahjong is when one bets their own destruction. Hey, I know some girls who bet their own destruction.
Oh, do you?
I do.
Do they have airsoft guns?
Debatable.
So yeah, this week we watched Sabagebu, which is short for Survival Game Club.
Yeah, Survival Game Club. Saba.
The setup of this show is pretty dang simple.
There's a Sabagebu.
They're at an all-girls school. Yeah, it's an airsoft club, basically.
Yeah. But is that what it's about, though?
I think it's about the friends you gain along the way. Right.
I mean, kind of, yeah. No, I mean, you're not completely wrong.
But what are your thoughts of Survival Club?
It is completely and utterly irrelevant.
Really?
Irreverent? Irreverent.
Irreverent? I think they're both correct.
It's just pointless. It's a pointless show.
It is bonkers, and I love it.
It's bonkers and pointless.
I needed it.
I will give it credit. This is a show in which they actually make a very unlikable main character. Nothing about the main character is good, but you do like them.
She's everything I feel on the inside.
She is.
Like all the time.
They made the main character an actual awful person, but you like them.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like Seinfeld. They're all awful, but you like them.
I think that this show is just a perfect example of how to properly, quote unquote, subvert expectations. And it does that to great comedic effect.
Yeah, you would think this would be a cute girls doing cute things show, but with guns this time. But really, it's just another like weird comedy variety show.
Okay,
that also includes guns.
Let me try to elevator pitch this for you folks at home. How would you like to watch a show in which a group of schoolgirls shoot up an army expeditionary force while getting support cover fire from a platypus in a helicopter piloted by a crab?
I mean, you could watch that show, I guess.
This is a scene that happens.
It took me about halfway through the show to realize that they really do end every shootout with a bath scene.
Oh, yeah. You gotta have that bath scene, man.
I didn't catch on to it for a while because they even like tell you that that's what they do at the start of during episode 1. But it took me a little while to realize. Wait, after every shootout, they do end in a bath.
It's delightful.
It's just such a weird, pointless show.
If you like guns, if you like comedy and just ridiculousness, it's a great show.
Yeah,
but if you're looking for high art,
lands no.
Look elsewhere.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll go into spoiler land.
I suppose. I'm a big fan of how all the girls have transformation sequences, though.
They're always the same. They're just in different outfits.
No, they're not. Yeah, no, exactly. It's like they're not the same. That's kind of the fascinating thing, is they do pay attention to the outfits they're in.
Yeah. I wrote down that it's probably the best magical girl sequence ever.
It's pretty good. They just whip out guns.
That's it. They don't change clothes. They just get their guns out.
They just get your guns on.
Get your guns on.
They get your guns on. Good job.
I think the best way of doing this is just going down the list of characters and maybe talking about our favorite bits.
Okay. Well, you know who we have to go over first, right?
Is it Sonokawa Momoka?
Not at all, no.
Is it the narrator or is it Platty?
No. None of the above.
Really?
Maya, she always dies first.
Oh.
I like how consistent they are with that. She really does always die first.
Except in the one episode where she doesn't, and the narrator points this out.
Yep.
Actually, no, she points it out herself. She's like, oh, good. I don't think I'm going to be the one that dies first this time.
No, but she really wishes she had. So first off, so when is this show's from back in 2004? I guess the manga stopped running just 3 years ago with a total of 13
the anime is
tankobon.
from 2014.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
I say 2004.
You did.
Dropped off 10 years. Sorry.
Let's see, Maya. She's a Grav model.
Yeah.
There's not really any reason why she's in the club.
No. I mean, maybe because of the training regiment.
Possibly. I will point out that when I was rewatching this, they introduced Maya, and they went to the gun store, right? And she comes out wearing a camo bikini.
Yeah.
And Momoko gets very upset. Now, this is pretty meta, but at the moment that she walks out in her little bikini, her boobs literally broke my video player. I've sent you a screenshot.
Really good. So they did.
Twice. I was like, that's a fluke. Nope.
Just breaks sometimes.
Yep. I do like how each of the girls has a very specific gun that they use all the time, and they're all real guns. Well, they're modeled after real guns.
I do like the dedication of people on Wikipedia telling you the exact build of Maya's gun.
Yeah. It's an M4A1 carbine.
With a close quarters battle receiver and an XPS variant of the IoTech holographic sight, okay?
Yeah. I mean,
you gotta know all that.
She rocks some legit gear.
No, I know, right? But it's an airsoft gun, no real guns. No real human beings were harmed in the making of this anime.
Plus, it's Momoka's psyche, which gets a thorough beating.
Yeah.
Speaking of Momoka.
Yeah, we can move on to Momoka. She's the best because she's awful.
Student. She comes into school. She's roped into serving in the survival club.
Yeah.
And she has my favorite gun, actually, the Beretta 92FS.
Oh, yeah.
It's one I always wanted, and then they discontinued making it. Makes me upset. But she's also my spirit animal.
She's most people's spirit animals. I mean, she's kind and outwardly like just your bubbly, like usual pro tag. But under that thin veneer, she is
the worst.
She is evil. She is sadistic. She is greedy. She's always playing an angle and it has an ulterior motive. Always.
As the narrator once pointed out, one for me, all for me.
All for me.
This is Sonokawa Momoka.
Yeah, it really is.
I liked in that episode where they're in that jungle and a bunch of her fellows are being murked by aliens because that happens.
No. They're being murked by predators.
Well,
by predators.
Yes. She's like the last one and she kills the predator, quote unquote. And she says, I have avenged you, my fallen comrades. And the narrator's like, you killed 3 of them.
you killed and or sacrificed 3 of them. And then like the other predators come out and be like, you have done well to defeat our challenger. And she just shoots all of them too.
Every single one.
Yes, you are the most underhanded and devilish member of your species.
Oh, Momoka, you are literally
Awful.
The best.
Yeah.
Best and worst.
We should talk about her foil next, the ever-present twin tails of Urara.
Urara.
She may be my favorite.
She's
I'm a big
hilarious.
fan of Urara.
Oh, she's one of the biggest subverts expectations characters, I think.
Yeah.
Because you meet her and you think she's going to be this bubbly little girl. She really likes Mayu, like, a lot.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and then you think it's like, okay, no, she's going to be the, like, secret bully of the series. And then then it does a 180 on that one, too.
Oh, yeah.
And she falls in love with Momoka instantly upon seeing how sadistic Momoka is.
Well, Momoka beats her a lot. At one point, she uses her as a human shield and then...
At one point...
And then casually tosses her away like a scrap piece of cloth.
And this, of course, turns on Urara because she's miserable.
Oh, yes. Very much so. Let's see, what's her gun?
She's very similar to the, to What's-Her-Face from that Bad show.
Wow, you have narrowed that down a lot.
The Knight, the Paladin.
Oh, darkness.
Yeah, she's like darkness. She's got a bit of darkness in her.
A little bit. So her guns are 2 Glock 26Cs.
Yep.
Wikipedia would like you to know that while the semi-auto Glock 26 is a real firearm, the 26C is a full auto airsoft exclusive variant.
Well, there you go.
The more you know.
Well, I mean, she gets so used to being victimized and beaten up by Momoka that she realizes when Momoka's not right, because instead of her usual getting punched 5 times in the amount of time it takes it to frame one punch, she's only punching once. She's like, "Oh, you must be sick."
Very sick.
Because
Very
normally
weird.
every punch of
It
yours
is a little
5
weird
punches.
that she loves being bullied and beat on and insulted.
Mm-hmm.
So you'd think she'd also be okay with being embarrassed. But she is, in that respect, one of the girliest girls in the show. There are several times where bodily functions are referenced, and she is extremely embarrassed by this. In fact, at one point, several men died to hide her poops.
It's true.
Let's see, who's next? How about Mayu?
I think at that point, at this point, we all save the Bucho for last, right?
That's fair. Okay, let's talk about Kaio then.
All right, she's an otaku who's just in the club to cosplay with her really great ghillie suit.
I love when that ghillie suit is introduced.
It's very awful.
Yeah, but it keeps her hidden.
Does it?
She's like, I've been wearing this in class, and no one has noticed. Even though it's bright red.
Bright red with googly eyes.
Looks like a malformed Elmo.
Yeah, it really does.
So what has she got besides an IQ of 160?
She dual wields Mac 10s.
Ooh, Mac 11s.
Mac 11s. I lied. Yeah.
Like itty bitty Uzis.
I know things. She never talks. She's very quiet.
Well, unless you start talking about cosplay.
Oh, that's true.
Like the episode where they decided that for some reason they're gonna dress up as boys now. Mm-hmm. And Momoka can't quite pull it off. She's like, "Hey, Kaio, how would you pull this off?" And off she goes. Off she goes.
So I want to like Kaio. I want Kaio to be my favorite because I like her character design. Mm-hmm. But I mean, I think the yandere in me just can't help but like Urara.
I mean, it does track for you.
It does track, right? It's harsh.
Well, I guess we can't talk about Bucho yet because there's one more Sabagebu.
2 more, if you want to be very technical.
Well, yeah, 2 more. Well, let's talk about the actual member.
Camo?
Yes.
Oh, this is a multi-layer pun because it's like camo. And it's also Momoka backwards.
Puns. Japan.
Yeah, well, it's a platypus mascot. It's very awkward.
I don't actually know if he's the mascot.
I don't know. I do like the sound
because later on they come up with their own mascot.
They do.
Granatodon, something like that.
Something like that.
But Camo or Platy is a platypus.
Yeah. It's very strange.
After Momoka joins the club, he sort of lives in her house now, and she doesn't notice for a good 4 episodes. It doesn't say this here, but he does rock a Tommy gun.
Yeah, he does.
Which is hidden in the school sign. And apparently lots of other weapons all around town. Like, he has connections.
All around town. He's got the most connections. Everybody loves Camo. I don't, actually. I think it's really weird and very distracting. But, really? I mean, I guess, yeah.
He does have a very weird voice.
I kind of like the voice.
Something like that.
Around that.
And so, technically, who's the next?
Oh, that would be the crab.
Oh, the crab. I wasn't going to count the crab.
Well, the crab's a full-blown member.
Well, yeah, I guess he is. I was thinking more along the lines of, what was her face?
Oh, the
Sakura.
The advisor?
Yeah.
I could have used a little bit more of her.
I think they underutilized her ability.
I believe so, too.
They did use it for great effect during the Hornet scene.
Yes, Japanese hornets are terrifying.
But they didn't really use it past that.
No, they didn't.
And her greatest weapon is terrible luck. Real bad luck.
Very awful, no good, very bad.
So finally we get to Mayo, who is the club president. She's a 3rd-year student.
Well, now, is she?
Well...
She's a 4th-year student.
You're not wrong. That's why she's in the very special class of people who can buy weapons at the gun store.
Yes.
The 18 and older ones.
She's 18, so she can buy more advanced airsoft guns. So she rocks 2 Desert Eagles.
But she did have to repeat a grade, so, you know.
Yeah, that's what it is. Her family's filthy rich, and everyone loves her because of her very lovely, smooth personality.
Is that why they love her?
I mean, partly. I mean, she is very cool.
She's also very mysterious.
But also very simple.
She has very simple needs, yes.
And it is guns and wild animals.
Where'd she get that lion?
Because I guess she can just call someone on the phone to buy an actual bear.
I mean, don't you have that ability?
I mean, I would like to be able to call up somebody and be like, hey, get me 1 bear.
She does have a lion.
That.
And
she does have a lion.
Maybe a platypus. We're not really sure who owns
It's
Kamo,
unclear.
if anybody.
I'm not sure he is owned.
He owns himself. He's a free platy. So there are a couple other characters. The only one that's really worth talking about is Fried Lemon.
Fried Chicken Lemon.
That is his full name, yes.
I like him a lot, actually. At first, I was like, man, this guy's miserable. But then I came around on him. I was like, okay, Fried Chicken Lemon, I like you.
I have mixed feelings about him. I don't like it when he's on the screen because he's disgusting.
Gross. Yeah, I mean, that's fair.
But the play they have between him and Momoka is an absolute delight.
Yeah, I mean, in the photography episode, it's very good.
Oh yeah. My favorite was when they were racing the Australians.
Oh yes.
He ramps the whole semi tractor trailer right into a helicopter, blows up.
Oh, that's not real. Do keep in mind that is not real. That's just their fantasy.
He got that thing up there in the sky with Lemon. It's like he's sacrificed himself. She picks up his broken glasses and then immediately just throws them away, moves on.
Yep.
Oh man. So what were your favorite bits?
My favorite bits. I don't know. I mean, the decorative gun bit was pretty good.
I liked that whole scene.
I like any sort of misunderstanding like that, where the person who's decorating things just thinks she's Yakuza. So I'm a big fan of that. I was also a big fan of the actual Yakuza episode with the chair. That was really solid.
It was really short, but there was a lot there.
Yeah. No, it was a really solid bit.
I really liked, I mean, we didn't talk about her, but I like Momoka's mom.
Yes. No, that's very good.
Not only is she an amazing sharpshooter with her Smith & Wesson Model 500.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculously big.
With an Aimpoint T1 red dot sight.
Not only is she that, but she has some proclivities. Like in episode 2, when Urara comes over for the first time, she says, her mother says, Mama loves little lolly girls who seem to be hiding darkness within them. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What is going on?
Okay, Mom. Thanks for just throwing that out there.
Well, at least she knows what she likes.
Mm-hmm.
She knows what she likes. Let's see, what else did I like? A whole bunch. There's just tons and tons of quotes in this show.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This is probably my favorite.
So it's not, the show is not quite built like a Yonkoma show.
No, there's too much there in each scene.
Yeah.
But it feels like one.
Yeah, there's a little bit of that. Like each episode's like 3 sub-episodes.
That's probably my favorite quote from the whole show.
And it's hard not to like that.
Got a little granny with her giant full auto 50 caliber machine gun mounted on the back of a tractor.
Yeah.
Screaming,
tractor.
Kids these days run their mouths like they're hot shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or this. I mean, this isn't really a quote, but I mean, what else can you say to this?
I mean, what else can you say to that? Just a crab handing what look, I guess those are more Mac 11s to Kamo.
I mean,
I don't know.
He's barricaded himself. Man. He knows what he's about.
He knows what he's about.
I think there were like at least 1 or 2.
Every episode has at least like one of the bits is really good.
There are a couple sketches that drag on for a while to get to the punchline at the end.
Yeah.
And generally the punchlines don't need that kind of build up.
No, they don't. What is the original comic a Yonkoma? Surely not.
No, it was just like a one chapter.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell that it's not. What's kind of interesting is that it they'll reference things that just happened earlier in the episode, which a lot of shows built like this don't do.
Mm-hmm. It's also very self-referential, and it knows a lot of fourth wall breaking, usually by the narrator.
Yeah, it knows that it's really stupid and makes very little sense, and it doesn't care,
which is good. It's not trying to be anything that it isn't.
It's true. It's true.
Other than that, I don't think there's a whole lot to say about it. It's just amazing.
No, it's just a cute little, not a Yonkoma show, but I mean, kinda, right?
I mean, technically, it's a slice of life show.
I mean, I guess.
It's the slice of lives who are insane, but yes. But yeah, if you like guns or not, and you're having a hard week and you just need something to watch and laugh at, I can attest that this is the show for you. Because I needed this show this week. So speaking of this week, what are we going to watch next week?
Well, let's continue on with things that are completely unimportant.
Unimportant and bonkers.
And bonkers.
Perhaps
and
bludgeoning.
Filled with a lot of blood.
Way too much blood.
And, if I recall, lots of diarrhea.
Yeah, that's a thing that happens. Oh, and also the best magical girl transformation sequence, if you want to call it that. Well, let's say it's the best magical wand ever in any anime.
You mean Excaliburgu?
Yes. So if you don't know what we're talking about, next time we're going to watch Bokusatsu Tenshi Dokuro-chan. Or...
excellent show.
Bludgeoning Angel Dokuro-chan.
I mean, it does have the sensitive salary, man.
Yes. It does exactly what it says on the tin. So I guess we'll see you next time.
I mean, I guess so. I mean, there's literally nothing else to say about this show.
Not really.
It feels really short.
It was really short.
I mean, I guess you're right. It's kind of a shorty show. Like, there's not a whole lot going on with it.
Yep.
Okay, well, I mean, yeah, I suppose we can end it there. Just remember that everything that happens in this show is a fantasy, none of it real.
Every bit of it was real.
Not a thing. It was all in their heads, and no real survival games were ever actually played in the show.
It was all a dream.
I mean, they do say that. Not that it was all a dream, but no actual survival games are played, ever.
They do say that at the very beginning, yeah. You're right. All right.
Yeah, all right.
See you next time.
All right, goodbye.